Hello, everyone. I need to get a little better at scheduling these for an accurate time, but that's just me. Okay. Happy full moon Libra. My personal sign, so I have a lot of love for. Let's do pick a stone. I keep switching them back and forth, but your choices today are the black moonstone, this green onyx, has a little patch on the bottom, and tiger's eye. It's kind of dark piece, but it's really pretty. Okay, so those are your choices, and if it wasn't live, then you could skip ahead at this time to your reading. So I chose an abundance candle for today. There's been a lot of, not everywhere, but a common theme of abundance among us. A lot of us are leveling up right now, whether that's in material or emotional or spiritual harvest. So definitely wanted to have some extra vibes for that. Okay, so numerologically speaking, how was that portal? Looking back is always easier than looking forward. So now would be a good time to reflect on what that 3 means to you. 3 is going to be different to me than it is to you and everyone, but then it also has those common themes. So I always encourage people to develop their own truth about these numbers. So as for today, we have Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo energy, double fire, and then we have Scorpio energy for today. The last digit is 8, so path 3, 9, 5, and 8. And then we also have the way that the 8 was calculated was through 1 plus 7. It was a 17 that got simplified to an 8. So what was interesting about that Aries first sign in the zodiac, and Libra is the 7th sign in the zodiac. So we have not only the sun in Aries, moon in Libra, but we have this 1-7 energy for today. And the full moon technically is tomorrow at about 11:05 Pacific Standard Time in the morning. So that's why I wanted to do it today. So everyone has the time for ritual or whatever they want to do. Also, my girlfriend made me this necklace. It's beautiful. Frankie Rose Art on Instagram. That's Frankie. Rose like the flower. Art like you know how to spell. Okay, so transformation via vision and perhaps some communication, maybe around communication, or maybe you have changed your communication in this past month and that's affected your vision, affected your drive in a positive way, I'm assuming. Reflective energy today. The challenge for today is exactly as the Libra does, balancing opposites, right? So this week we realized a new image of freedom and moderation where they play on the same team. You know, it's not like freedom is here and then moderation is like the opposite of freedom. Moderation brings freedom, right? So we're realizing this now. We're realizing this abundance mindset. And last thing, with moving into April is this 4 energy resurfaces. So in different ways. So it could be predominantly related to themes throughout 2020, the year of the 4 that we just came out. Well, a couple months ago we just came out. And also it's you're recalibrating these themes, right? And it could be present boundaries to goals recently set regarding yourself. It could be others, but yeah, 4 represents boundaries, limitations, but also foundations. So it's like without having boundaries, without having limitations, you can't truly build a firm foundation to play atop of. Otherwise, yeah, that balancing opposites again. So, all right, quickie for today. I'm gonna observe my numerological portals. Not everyone goes through every portal like every month and everything. So, but as a really like aspiring numerologist, I like to observe them, and that awareness around it creates some energy around it. So it could be, you know, for the good of everyone, hopefully. Yeah, so in this case, we're having another portal for 4 to 424. That's showing us, it should be showing us more, again, like what I said about these boundaries and limitations, but for further growth, for further freedom, and for further play and joy. So let's get into it. If you chose Black Moonstone, you're a Black Moonstoner, and this is your reading. All right, what do we need to know? People of the forest. Just kidding. I like want to be fun but not annoying. I want to like share my energy, but like not like overwhelmingly so. Oh, maybe that's my Libra and full moon. Libra full moon, yeah. I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Let's do our highest and our best. Expansion and abundance. These people need to know. Wow. Okay. So, right here, let's see what's going on. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So, interesting. Okay. So maybe this moderation, maybe this balancing opposites is happening in your home. We got the double 4 already. So 1, 4, 4, 6. And actually, this is kind of trippy because the 1 is that self, it's that Aries season, and the 6 represents integration and balance. So definitely matters of the home. And again, so here's the answer: moderation, right? Don't be too abrasive, but nor be too passive in communicating, right? Could be that. Could be that. But it says like this, yeah. Like you guys are growing though, like about teaching what you're meant to teach, but learning where you're meant to learn. And balancing opposites again. So, but I think maybe the people who are in this domestic area, this domestic harmony perspective. I mean, we have 56, 57, and that doesn't really mean anything, but I mean to me, but 5, 6 is 11, and that's a doorway. That's a doorway. It represents enlightenment. Partnership can be like partnership with the divine, partnership with yourselves, with each other, with the divine. Love that. And to top that off, actually, this is funny. We actually, on top of that, we got adventure, which is 55. So it's like 55, 56, 57, which kind of reiterates what I said about that, like that connection to the divine, and that like adventure is part of that. Like routine, right, is good in moderation. We have that, but then that adventure is what sparks miracle. It's what sparks like insight, right? So get a little bit of that out to you today. I love that. It says environment. So we got this 4-4 energy. So perhaps this April coming in is going to bring you more ideas around your environment, maybe in domestic harmony, maybe outside, maybe connection to the environment. I mean, to nature. And then I really like this. We got self-discipline and physical activity. So this is big, and I get this energy of like move the emotions via your body. That's becoming very like common nowadays, is like that awareness of like moving stagnant feelings in your body, and the more you move, the more you can release those things, even non-consciously, right? Even subconsciously. So that could be really big here. If you guys have been doing yoga, keep doing that. If you guys have been doing weightlifting or like muscle training, keep doing that. And I want to bring back that moderation card, because this self-discipline is it has the 4, it's this 4 energy right now. So it's like you bound yourself, and that's good, but yet moderate, right? So we want to make sure that our environment's a safe one and not one of like self-sacrifice, basically. But y'all know that. Excuse me. Let's move on. Oh my gosh. It's looking good over here, guys. It's looking good over here. All right, so I love it. You are ready. You're ready. If you haven't already, this past like 2 weeks, are your passion ignited and spiritual strength. So this is the Ace of Wands, right? So this is all about, like, again, that spiritual link. We're leveling up. It's like a level that you didn't think you would get to that. But here we are. And that shows your strength. That shows your spirituality. And that shows that these little moderations of routine and schedule and choice, they're paying off. And if they aren't already, it's only a matter of time until, because of that 9-1 rebirth energy, right? And look at it. Look at it. Triumphant success. And so not only that though, but we got a Ace of Swords and an Ace of Wands. So this is about like bringing a worldly logic to your passions, right? So this can be a big benefit. We're walking through this doorway. This is amazing. And it's related to your expression. So it's related to being the person that you want to be out here, and showing that person that you are, showing that truth. Yes, the spiritual truth, the way in which you are. Wow. Okay, then hold on a sec. Okay, I see what's happening here. So, positive movement forward, off to the sun, and the 8 of abundance. Again, this is physical. This is the physical border, the physical red pentacles. Positive movement forward sometimes looks like this, right? Positive movement forward, real manifestations sometimes look like this, right? You get fired recently, even get called out for things, right? Even things like that. Positive movement forward can sometimes feel like this, but don't get it confused. Yeah, don't get it confused, because this is your time now. And red again, so like it's what's happening, it is physically manifesting. It's not just in your head, right? Your passions and your own like kind of like desires to carry out, this is happening in that mental realm, but this is happening in the physical, right? So everything's happening in the physical now, and it's to bring you further prosperity, or it already has, right? And it shows you, look, it's not only wealth in the material. Wealth in the material is the same thing as wealth in the spiritual in many ways, or at least in this case. So it's beautiful because what we're doing is we are letting things go. We're purging these things. And yeah, so again, we got triple one. So you got the One of Wands, the One of Swords, and now the One of Pentacles. So it's like, this is a rebirth. This is a new chapter, right? And I love this card. I just wanted to have this card stand on its own. Discontent and boredom. And I love, the first time I saw this card, I realized this beautiful little rainbow. But I don't think that he did. And so kind of try to think, right? When you feel like this, think of this image. I mean, I feel like he's looking down into the dark, but there's this whole beautiful world out there. And not only that, it has magic, has so much magic, you know, and it's just a matter of him connecting to that. So love that. I love that. That's really powerful. Let's see if there's more. This one's a little bit, you guys got some messages today. Okay. Okay, so it's like, first of all, there's this energy of solitude, absolute. This is the Hermit, right? So this is about turning inward, maybe not in the way that you first expect, right? So like, sometimes we think like, oh, like solitude means like, I need to be alone. I mean, yes, that is here. This is definitely that. But, you know, do I need to find spiritual solitude? Do I need to find physical solitude? Or is it emotional solitude? It can come in different ways, or best of all, just like all at once, that tiered format of like realignment is happening. This is like a big energy that has been coming up a lot. So, so definitely. And why? Aries season. Aries. So come back to your own home, right? From the community back in yourself. But look at this again, from the community. It's like, okay, first of all, like that party, that communal event, go, you'll enjoy yourself. And we have the universe. So the, just, it's meant to be expansive, right? It's the world in the original tarot, right? So it's the universe, the world. This is something maybe relating to your purpose, maybe relating to your sense of like why you're here. And again, material harvest. And can I just say, before I wrote the name of this video, I couldn't decide, so I picked some cards, and these two were the ones that came out. So it's like, this is a huge energy. I think it's a matter of like seeing it. It's a matter of like embracing it. And to the Chariot. So the Chariot. So to not only continue forging forward, but to remember or send gratitude to those things that make it so, those things that carry you forward. The universe, for instance, they're like, I did that, right? They're pushing you forward. It's the bicycle, it's the gears of the bicycle that get it moving, that keep you moving and keep you balanced. 7, Libra. And right on through. That's it. What did they say? Hook, line, and something? That's what it is, though. In my interpretation. All right, let's move on. That was deep. That was good. So Let's see, what do we need to release and or bring our awareness towards during this time? Peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Really nice affirmation right now. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Or anytime, I guess. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Beautiful. Nothing can grow and evolve without movement. And sometimes that movement looks like, right? Conflict, defeat, heartache, loss. Perseverance. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. It's just a matter of setting my mind to it. Okay, I can release the need to control. So this is funny because these two kind of like, it's almost like balancing opposites, no? Right? It's like, okay, keep going, be resilient. Oh, no, give up. No, release, let go, surrender. So again, you're balancing these opposites. So actually, even more so, I know that I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. It's just a matter of setting my mind to it. But if I've set my mind to it and I know I can do it and it still doesn't happen, that part. That part. Unnecessary. Wow, you guys. I'm like really loving this reading. It's amazing. So, let's do some chakra energetics. Chakra energetics. So, let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Okay. Something's coming up. Okay. Something's coming up. So it's like, okay. It's like, look, you have a choice, right? You have a choice. And that's that solar plex energy, right? You have willpower. You have free will, right? You have choice. We all have choice. So here's the choice that they're saying is either set personal boundaries and enforce them or be ready to forgive. It's like, don't not set personal boundaries and then get mad when people violate the personal boundaries that you didn't set, right? And vice versa. Don't set your personal boundaries, but then you don't enforce them and then you get mad. And if you feel like you have such a knack at forgiveness and you don't need this personal boundaries, I mean, just know that you're going to be relying on that, right? Also forgive yourself for needing boundaries. This is so funny because the Aries season, again, the limitation, the boundary. It's like you gotta crawl before you can run, right? And there are natural boundaries, right? There's these physical boundaries, but the spirituality can still pass through, right? This is about putting yourself first. It really is. But no higher than, right? So that's big. That's big. All right. Let's go on to the Osho Zen Tarot. Just some keywords. I did this last week and I said to think about the word and try to redefine it for yourself. Try to rediscover it. That's what I meant. Try to rediscover this word this week or concept, or don't. Whatever your guidance is telling you. That's the one. What is it for this week? Healing. So, and this is coming in a lot of different forms for me right now. It's like some of you guys need to heal yourself and turn inward and take that solitude and that hermit card. And some of you, you're just starting to learn things about yourself. So just a little visual stuff. All right. And then lastly, let's do a spirit cat, because I just can't get over these cute kitties. Also, like, whoever wants to buy me like spirit dogs, like spirit other cats, other animals like that, I'm totally fine with that. Thanks everyone for being here. Let's see, who do our Black Moonstone people need to meet in the spirit realm? Oh, there's 2 of them. That was a weird flip, but I'm gonna just go with it. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I really like this. So, meet Samson. He is a shimmering concoction of wildness and strength. He lives perpetually under the full moon. With limitless abandon, he races over the hills, feeling the perfect harmony of his body moving unhindered by thoughts. Unfettered by beliefs of who he should be or how he should act, Samson is fully himself, without question or excuse. If you have been the oh-so-proper house cat for too long, step outside and awaken your precious wild self. Unleash your longings and join Samson under the moon's wild light. And it's wild. So I love that, first of all. He's good. Oh, you guys have no idea. Okay, ready? Meet Lily. She sits contently in the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. Sorry, my connection's unstable apparently. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she is far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains this sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She will return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it is in the woods, or perhaps it is on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you are alone, it is easier to hear your own voice, discern your longings, and rekindle faith in yourself. And that's solitude, which is trippy because you guys already got that card earlier. So, Black Moonstoners, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Dorian! Of course she comes for the full moon in Libra. That's what's good. I love you. Thanks for being here. Hop in the chat. I love when you guys hop in the chat. So, okay, but as for the Black Moon, the Black Moonstone, that was your guys' reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you resonated with it. Please let me know in any way. Communicate with me if I did a good job. And I can't wait to see you guys for the 3rd quarter. I don't know what it's in yet. I think it might be Capricorn, but don't mark my words. Okay. Switching over. It's like reminds me of like Jupiter. I adore you, Dorian. I adore you. Unnecessary. I love you. Are you gonna be? Oh my god, you should go to LA with us tonight. Text me. Our friends are playing. All right. If you chose green onyx, this is your reading. Sisters, angels, guides, spirits, what do we need to know for our highest and our best? Our expansions and our integrations. A slap at a dick. Whoa, okay, guys, okay. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Yeah. Wow, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, a little bit all over the place, but It's okay. I'm seeing like this energy of like moderation around finances, financial discipline. And that doesn't always mean spending less. Sometimes it means spending more on the things that are paying off for you, right? And making aware, kind of taking account of that, taking account of dun, 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 all your abundance. 888. If you've been seeing eights, I've been seeing eights off the damn wall. So if you guys see eights, that's what it is. It's like you're abundant, you're prosperous, you're doing things that are bringing you prosperity. Okay, but now we have like, oh, wow, this is really interesting. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these numbers. There's kind of a lot. So basically we got love that, rebirth. So we got 616, right? So we got 616, love partnership, 26. So what's up with this sequence, you guys? 61626, trippy as heck. But I love it and it fits. I love it and it fits. You got the love, you got the partnership, and you got the abundance. You know, we can like throw these in and be like, okay, but like don't spend too much on them and like that whole thing. But overall, I mean, it's the way the cards fall, right? So it's like, that's why I split them like this. But overall though, I do see these themes of moderation and abundance. So it's like, okay, so we're abundant, but like also, right? Like also structured. And there's this, and then the rebirth, right? So the love, innership was always good, and the rebirth. That's kind of like what's going on here. Oops, too many cards. Okay, let's see, what else? Oh man, they're like super energetic today, damn. Someone's like super aggressive spirit guides. Sorry, I'm kidding. Okay. Kidding, but not kidding, kind of like. Oh, wow. Okay, so then it's like, interesting. So several interpretations here. So it could be that you're teaching / learning more about health, whether that's mental, spiritual, physical, right? It could be any of these, emotional. And that could be one. It could also be that there is some moderation, which is kind of like moderation and this like reprogramming of like teaching and learning, right? It's like teaching where you're meant to teach and learning where you're meant to learn, right? Well, that can also kind of piece together with the moderation energy, potentially. Overall, the reason why these three is because it's a change. It's this like changing of this form. So I see like for some reason seeing something about health. Maybe it's that you need to learn something differently about health for your own self, maybe within moderation. Or again, you could be teaching other people, you could be teaching, and even like telling people take outside a walk like that, like that's same thing. So I don't know, interesting, those kind of popped out, and the moderation came twice. So also 14, so that came out for the first group as well, and then the 14 is like Aries April. So it's like maybe this is going to be something that we're looking at in the next week or two. Let's see what the Psychic Tarot has to say. This new deck. Oh, wow, no way. Okay, so there is a connection. There's a connection for you in passion, in insight, inspiration. in love, how you want to show people. Okay. Hey, so interesting. Interesting. We got a lot of throat chakra energetics. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Whoa. This is trippy. All right. Sorry. Trying to figure it out for y'all. Okay. So it's like we want to get something. Fulfillment of wishes. We want to get something. It's like a very like graphic. It's interesting, right? So fulfillment of wishes, it can be anything, and this is the 9 of emotions. So it's like emotional fulfillment, right? That's it. Emotional fulfillment, and that's what you're looking for. And it's almost like you can see it already. It's like you have such a clear vision of like what you want. But let me tell you, so let me go back to the passion. That's why we got the Ace of Wands. So it's all about that connection to the divine within your own self. What am I here for? That's it, right? What am I here for? What am I doing? What sets my heart on fire, right? That's it. Straight to it. And it's something like you're like an artist, a singer, like expresser, like poet even, or it could be verbal, absolutely nonverbal artist. I think I said that already though. You know, it could be like, okay, so like doing things to your car. Okay, so like doing things to your car, doing things to your body, expressing yourself through physical fashion, through physical energetics, color energetics, right? That's fun. That was fun. And then we got this like emotional integration, love. This is about organizing in your mind these beautiful candlelight moments of like love and true seeing, like people see each other or whether you see yourself. I think that can be an energy that we're like trying to work with, of like this energy of like, I need to focus on, it's like I need to remember positives amongst what's going on. I need to remember like why I'm here, what the initiative was to get to where I'm here now, you know? Because it's always going to be love. It's always going to be positive, right? Because that's what we're here for. That's what our purpose is here for. If it was negative, we're like, it's a reactionary phase, like phase. Okay, so we have our vision. We know what we're trying to express it. We're trying to express ourselves better to get to that place. And it says, look, just be patient. Be patient. And we got the 7 for Libra again. Today has been coming up. So it's this patience and planning. So replan things. There's not a lot of other energy around that, but you know, still important. And then we got this card of solitude, which the other group got. It's the Hermit card, right? So it's all about turning inward, turning to your own guidance, turning to your own passions and visions of the world, kind of. But yeah, right? That connection. And that's what it says. It's like, look, you want this, plan it out, turn within yourself, communicate with us, right? Because they're like, we're fucking here. Talk to us, and you're fine. Oops. You're fine. You're fine. And remember that a lot of this is more about expanding these than getting to that goal, right? So you can have both, right? We can have both. Okay, then. Oh, And then one more kind of like tripped me up at the end. Partnerships and alliances. So find that. I like this one because it's partnerships, 2 hands, alliances, 3. So it's like find that community, find those genuine relationships that you do have, right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so what do we need to know? Bring our awareness to under this full moon. Ooh, I like that, you guys. Get a little bit of that gold. Second. Okay, we'll call it for that. Okay, 3. So, got imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Okay then. Okay then, right? I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Love that. So that's fun, and imagination is your best friend. We got self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Backwards reading. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Love that. Just because you don't know what quite that gift is doesn't mean you don't have one. It just means you're not quite to that point yet. And you wouldn't want to. A 20-year-old wouldn't want to do a 60-year-old's job, right? Think about it. Gotta take time. And grief, which I love this card. It's a very, very, very special card near to my heart. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. More deeply, maybe, than you ever have. And you can grieve, like, you can grieve things that were never good for you, right? It's okay. You're allowed to have a grieving process. Let's do some chakra energetics. I think this is the first week ever that I've skipped the Ayurvedic deck, so gold star for me. Gold star. Ooh, honey. Oh, wow. Okay. So, oh, I understand. Okay. Okay, so what we want to know right now, this is really, really powerful. So it's like, I was wondering why it was like this, right? Because I was like, oh, this is confusing because, you know, the sacral chakra rules over the emotions, vitality, sexuality, sensuality. And then the third eye is like totally in a different place, right? It's like spiritual connection, like that. I mean, they're intertwined, like there's no doubt. But I feel like what I see here with this intuition, right? It's this intuition, and you got that third eye. You're developing this intuition. I feel like the reason why it's here is because it's for the times where the emotions are getting in the way, right? Because your mind can get in the way. And even though now we're thinking, oh, you know, I finally got to this point where I can get my mind out of the way, just to the point where, like, I can get these messages, I can get this type of, like, insight that I wasn't able to achieve before. But now you're, like, thrown off. I feel like under the full moon, right? Emotions running high. And actually, even intuition may be running high just because of that reason. But that's kind of the point. It's like more of everything. So it can benefit you. It can also kind of like imbalance, right? It can imbalance you. And I feel like the reason why again with the emotions is because you got love. Back to the heart. Back to the heart. That's kind of the point too, right? You can't intuit anything through that sacral, turbulent, watery, right? and like surrendering, but nonetheless, nonetheless has its own kind of like turbulence to it. From the heart, from the place of love, right? Insight comes through much, much clearer. Okay, then. Thank you for being here. Okay, so last week I came up with like a fun little challenge, more cognitive, but it was from this Osho Zen Tarot deck, and I wanted to offer a card to people, a word / concept for them to. I'm glad you enjoy this, Justin. A word / concept to, you know, think about, realign, reconfigure, rediscover, right? So let's see what we got for it to you guys. Ooh, came out right away. Oh, wow. I love this. You got totality. Totality. And the trapeze artists and their totality. So it kind of speaks on its own. So I love that. I love that. And that's so powerful. Okay. All right, last. Let's do this. Since I'm like so obsessed with our spirit cats, we're gonna meet some more spirit cats for this second group. Oh, and by the way, you guys, heart awakening, the green stone. So it's that heart. That's that heart. Okay. There it is. I'm gonna have one for today. Okay. Meet Jasper. He is a playful little trickster known to pounce on toes while you're sleeping and possibly tiptoe across your computer while you love. He reminds us not to take things too seriously. Sometimes the biggest disasters can seem funny when you look at them through Jasper's eyes. He's lighthearted. He is laughter, giggles, and sighs. And yes, he really did need to steal a little sip out of your drink when you were looking the other way. And that's mischief. So I love that. It's that playfulness, and I feel like somehow it relates to that totality as well. Love that. Love what you do what you love, right? Yeah. Energy. Whoa, you guys. I am so blessed to be sitting in this position for you all and divining these messages. So just know the pleasure's mine. I love you guys so much, and can't wait to see you for the third quarter in, I'm not sure yet. I think it might be Capricorn, but don't mark my words. Okay. Okay. Love you guys. All right. If you chose, where are you at? Tiger's Eye. Trying to make it better. Tiger's Eye. It's pretty. It's pretty. He's a little elusive, right? A little elusive. Okay. So, if you chose Tiger's Eye, this is your reading. Fast. For our expansion and integration. That was funny. Okay, try that again. I really have something to say. Okay. Right. So, man, y'all's energetic today, much. You're like all over the board. Okay, so this is so interesting. It's like these all came out together, and I'm wondering why. Oh, okay, got it. Holy moly. Okay, figure. Sorry, give me a sec. All right. So, we got change and adventure, right? So 1 to the 2, 5, 5. we got love, and we got healing. 1 to the 2, 2, 6, 6, 6. Okay. And they all came out with this guy, happy ending. So it's like, what I see, I guess, in that is take a chance, take a risk, take a jump, take a leap of faith. And follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your spirit. Follow your vision, right? Like your desires in this world. And it's like this double. It's like, if you do this, if you take this opportunity that maybe, is risky, but filled with compassion, like, it's a 1 to the 2, 2. I don't know how to put it any other way. It's a 1 to the 2, 2, but you'll be happy. And maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you see this already happening because dun dun dun, spirituality, and these guys popped out together again. So spirituality, double 7, 7. So we got doubles off the bats. Not only that, but we have this real manifestation, this physical manifestation occurring. Whether it's physically emotional or physically mental, right? It can be that, but like, it's physical. You're experiencing it. Or you will be experiencing it, this relationship change. Maybe with how you view yourself, healing, healers, I don't know. Or adventures even. Or maybe both. Yeah, a mix of both. That's kind of what the is, right? I wouldn't say that if it wasn't. So, okay, then. It's that tiger's eye. It's that, like, this is really interesting. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. This is really interesting. So it's like, okay. So it's like in the end of March, right? The end of this 3rd month of the year. Get creative with yourself. Get in touch with that creator. It's saying, like, this is really interesting. It's like physical activity and intuition. So doubles again, 1 to the 2, literally. So doubles again, you guys. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of numbers. Maybe this is a sign to look more into numbers. Yikes. Yeah, probably. Physical activity and intuition. This makes me think of, like, getting in touch with your body. Like, seriously. Like, with that shavasana kind of, like, yogic energy. It could mean something else to you. You could know exactly what this means outside of that. So, love that. And this is big. It's like, you have self-love. You have self-love. Don't worry about it. Practice it, right? Keep your routine up, but you have the self-love, and you need to show people what that looks like. Whether this is love of the physical, love of your body, love of your mind and your emotion, or if it's love of spirit, and how does, love towards yourself integrate into love for our spirit, our human spirit, if you will, or outside of that. Plug in my computer. Contrast is up really bad today, but it's okay. Okay, moving on. Let's get some more info, shall we? Stick so far. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Okay, so it says, standing your ground is going to bring you success. And again, I see this leadership card again with it, almost like a segue. It could be different though. It could be different, right? Came out. And also, by the way, it's the indigo border, so it's related to the fire element, that fire kind of like a passion ignited spiritualism, connection energy, right? Your own divinity. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. So don't. We're doing really good. Wow, you guys. Okay, so it's like heart chakra work. So we are, yeah, this is big. So this is part of like what our first group was going through as well, is like this jump in abundance, this jump in prosperity, and like the perception of prosperity for us, right? And so it's like, here, heart chakra, you're tapping in, and when you tap in, you're realizing now prosperity begins, right? Because you're doing what you're purposed to do. You're doing what you want, what your heart has been calling you to do, right? So prosperity starts just there, just when you have developed that idea to feed yourself in such a way through your heart space, right? And this brings financial and material changes, right? Maybe you've seen some money boosts, or some like free meals, things like this, right? Or something like that. Even something different, right? Even maybe you changed your job. Maybe you actually lost your job because you weren't aligned in your heart space with it, right? Recognition and reward. So something, now you feel like you're now being seen for something that you've been trying to be seen for at least the last 6 months, right? Finally now. And it's all under this justice. It's all under this Elin. Again, with the double numbers. Again, you guys are like all over the board with the doubles today. I have to say, this is like a lot. So it's like, with this justice, this is this idea like the universe balances what I cannot, right? So I don't worry about balancing every little thing, because the universe knows justice just like I do, right? So if I live by my means of justice and the universe lives by their means of justice, then we got each other's back, basically. And that's that concept, because you have to realize now in this prosperity element of like handling your own, because like probably like today, you're about to like, this shit's about to manifest, or it's already manifested, and you're like, yo, dog. Like, and that's it. That's the bottom line of it, is that this energy is literally accelerating for you. So all that waiting is finally paying off. Finally. And I know y'all had those patience cards for like a month or more. All right, let's see. Let's do a couple more. Boy, oh boy. So we got that. So we have a reiteration of what we were just talking about. So the cards plopped out on their own again, which is part of the reason why I don't shuffle when I do the extras, because they want to reiterate, right? So again, that whole energy, maybe it's speaking differently to you. And it's like, oh, I see. It's like, look, all this heartache and loss, all these obstacles and challenges, you want the wisdom, you're getting it, basically, is what they're saying, right? You want the wisdom, well, you're getting it. Sorry. Yeah, That's hard, but good job, you guys. Proud of you. Couldn't be more proud. What do we need to bring our awareness towards and possibly release, or maybe reintegrate, maybe rediscover in our emotional mind? Oh, I love that. Sneaked under. Libran energy, gotta say that off the bat. So it's like, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You could be struggling with that, right? But ultimately, right? Ultimately, in that heartache and loss and conflict and defeat, it brings through that pearl of wisdom, right? And we just got to remind ourselves, like, if it's so hard, like, the payoff is going to be great, right? It's going to be in wisdom. It's not going to be in, like, you know, superfluous shit, basically. This one's hard. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. Big. I have nothing to say over that. Big energy. Okay. So. Oh, wow. All right, fine. I'll give you some more then. They said, we want more. All right. Okay, so we got fear. I'm sorry. I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I like know the cards and then I'll read it and like I'll read it backwards, so then it like throws me off. So that's fun. Okay, I realize I am learning. Sorry. I realize I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, talk about a train wreck. But okay, so we got that. That's when fear arises. That's what that test is for. Or you can see it like such. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. It's just a matter of setting my mind to it, right? That's the hard part. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And I love the beautiful like green vibes of this card, by the way. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, graphically. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Not only need you to think about what honor is, but you guys have a good idea. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can always expect it from myself. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can always expect it from myself. IYKYK. Okay. Now that. Okay. And then one more, they said. One more. It kind of goes in, it goes aligned with the fear card, right? Testing our energy to live in the energy of love. Testing our resolve to live in the energy of love. And denial is I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So those really do go hand in hand in this situation, or in, in this context when they come out together. It's like, okay, I'm feeling fear. This means I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love as opposed to fear. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fear and I place it in awareness. We already did it because you already went. So, and breathe. And breathe. Always. All right, chakra energetics. Chakra energetics. Okay. One more. one more. See if it doesn't. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. So I don't have anything like popping out too much. Okay, actually, yeah, I do. So basically, we got base chakra, self-esteem, which lives in the solar plex, the third chakra. So we got the base chakra and that stability, that security, that home, that physical. We got self-esteem, and we have 1 and we have 2-1. So okay, so we got the 1-1-2. And then we got visualization, which is a third eye card, oriented card. So what does that say? Imagination, focus, manifestation, experience. So it's funny because it's 40, right? That's what I'm seeing is this number sequence. It's 1, 1, 2, 4. So it's like 1, 2. It's 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 2 is 4. Get it? So okay, that's like just numerologically speaking, but in any rate, it could be that you're working on this visualization. You're working on I think I said that actually. Your vision. It's like, okay, let's visualize it. Let's think about what it would look like, what it would feel like, right? That power of attraction, that law of attraction. But it's almost like don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. God damn it, that came up. Don't worry about it. Just remember you're going to be safe. And think about that self-love. Think about that self-worth. Think about that pride. Think about that confidence. Think about who you are and what brings that out in you. And don't think about how you're going to do it, right? That's not the point of visualization. Okay, that's kind of came together at the end. All right. So, as for my little cognitive exercise, I grabbed the Osho Zen Tarot, and I just really like the words on these cards. So, if you want, you can use this opportunity, this card that I'm going to pull for you, to redefine, rediscover, reconsider, realign this word, what it means to you, how it feels to you. Let's do this. Whoa. All right, you guys got like a bunch. So I'm going to pick the last one. Oh, okay. I like this. You got ordinariness. Ordinariness. What an ordinary little meadow orchard and an ordinary little farmer woman. So, okay, I like that. Ordinariness. Very interesting. And it's connected to that self-esteem. I see that. I see that. Okay, lastly, let's meet a spirit cat, since I'm so obsessed with them. Okay. There it is. I love this. You guys are a whole fucking vibe today. I love you guys so much. Okay. Meat Fluff. She's patiently waiting for you to stop your super important, get it done task and give her lots of love. She assures you that her fur is a cloud of softness that will melt all your thoughts away. Little Fluff is all about savoring the experience of being alive in your body. Time to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect to the lush, tactile world instead. Stretch like a cat until you quiver. Feel the air on your skin and the earth under your paws. Cuddle in with this kitty and feel her purrs awaken your heart. And they said it already, it's cuddles. It's cuddles, it's ordinariness. It's just being right now for y'all. It's just being. I'm pretty sure you guys got the accelerated motion, so don't worry, you won't just be for Okay, that's it. I have nothing else. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys under the third quarter, if not the first. Beep, beep, beep! The new moon. And sending blessings, sending love, sending support, sending cuddles. Okay, I love you guys.